This is my first time, my first cruise, my first experience. I'm so happy. I'm so appreciative. Oh my goodness. I work with young people. I have an organization called Global Girls, and I help these young people. Ooh,
It's all right.
I help these young people understand their emotions. We create socially conscious, youth-driven theater where young people can get on stage and express what they're going through. And I have had an opportunity to work with a lot of young people, and recently I decided that I want to help more young people all over the world. I've taken girls from Chicago to Ghana, twice Kenya, India, Grenada, and then I had an opportunity to work with girls from 27 different countries.
For the purpose of?
For them to understand their emotions, for them to begin to love themselves, for them to feel comfortable knowing who they are and use their voices to say how they really feel.
So you're helping them see differences. How is the moving around the planet, how is that conducive to an individual?
That is helping girls see that they are connected to other girls and that they all have voices, that these voices that have been squelched for many years, many generations, like when I was a young person, my voice was squelched. People told me that I didn't really feel what I knew I was feeling, but they didn't really honor my feelings. They said children are supposed to be seen and not heard, things like that. So I give them an opportunity to be seen, to be heard.
The reason
Yes.
we're asking is because there's some soft vibrational shifting that you can accomplish that will really serve this whole organization in a powerful way. So just relax a little bit and let us just ramble until you hear what we're saying, because this is a piece that you will really like and you will feel benefit from it. Almost everyone is looking to those out there in the world to approve of them. We can see a big advantage in exposing an individual to so much of the world that they might come to realize the futility of looking to the world for confirmation or to the world for approval, because that's not where it comes from. It comes from within. You don't have to go all around the world in order to tune into your inner being. And when you do, that confidence and self-assuredness and that knowing that you are loved and that stability and that security will be yours. But we can see that exposure to all of those others that are maybe having the same sort of experiences might teach any one of them is that it doesn't matter where you are, there are always those around you wherever you are who are not going to approve of you or are not even interested in you, because that's not the way it works. You are not here in this physical body to get those in other physical bodies to honor you or to see your value. In fact, they can't, because it's the law of attraction. So you have to accomplish it within yourself so that you can then receive it from those who are offering it. But you can't demand it from them, and they can't give it to you if you're not in the receiving mode. Don't you think that's big?
I think that's huge, and that's what I want to help girls everywhere understand, that it starts with them.
Starts with them, it's in the middle with them, it's in the ending with them, it's all about them. In other words, it's only that. It's only that. I am in my physical body creating a vibrational nucleus that then allows me to receive what I am asking for in a conversation.
I want to know how I can do this with more girls.
Just do it with some. We're saying the same thing to you, beautiful girl that you are, that you're saying to girls. Just get that happening with you. It's about attraction, 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 attraction. It's only about attraction, attraction, which means it's about me accomplishing deliberately, or by default, but deliberately is so much more fun, deliberately accomplishing, because I meditate, because I tune in, because I quiet my mind, because I tune up, because I receive, when you're in the receiving mode, what's the first thing that you receive? What's the most important thing that you receive? This energy of source being allowed through you. In other words, receiving means letting in. It means tuning myself to let in. And when you think about receiving in every application, receiving means there is something broadcasting to me that I am receiving. We just want to call to your attention and to all these girls' attention that the broadcaster is source, that the broadcaster is what we're calling inner being, or what some call God, that the broadcaster is source energy. It's not other humans that might have a little piece of source energy that they're shining your way, because it feels so good. It feels so good when someone's tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and they hold you as their object of attention, and they just flood that all over you. But it is misguided to look around to other humans to get that. Go right to the source. The source never lets you down, and most humans will. Most humans aren't tuned in very often, and some of them are tuned in then and not tuned in later, and then that leads you to believe that you've done something wrong. What did I do wrong? I was getting it from you for a little while, and now I'm not getting it from you. What happened? You're looking for love in all the wrong places, you see. Teach them where it's coming from. Teach them they're just part of it. They're the receiver of this broadcast, and this broadcast might come through other people, but don't look for it there. Get tuned in, and then you broadcast. You broadcast. You set the tone in the room. You bring it to the room. You bring it to the table. You make it easier for others to see. And that's really what you're doing. You get all tuned in, and you bring them, and you dance, and you do your theater, and you do your thing, and you get all of that energy flowing, and you bring it to the room, and then others feel it too. You're like a satellite dish that is beaming it in. But don't be only that. Teach them where you got it from. Teach them where you got it from. Teach them where they are getting it from. And we're not talking about Abraham. We're talking about everybody has their individual connection to this source energy. Say to them, you can't tell through my words. You'll only know when you've done it. So teach them how to quiet their mind. Teach them what it feels like when the thought drops in, and encourage them to romp after that thought. Follow that impulse, and then notice what happens until you will teach them to discover their own invincibility. This freedom, this understanding of them is not ever something that they were supposed to get from somebody else. Nobody is suppressing you. You're just not letting it in. And the more conversation that the more people have about suppression, then the more confusing it is, because then people are running around thinking, oh, I'm being suppressed by them, and suppressed by them, and suppressed by them, making up all of these flawed premises and excuses about why they don't let their light shine, you see. Really good.
Very good. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. I so appreciate you.
Very good. Yeah, really good. Really good. Really good.